Let's return now to that breaking news from Lebanon. A number of people injured by Israeli fire, people who were trying to return to their villages in southern Lebanon, according to the terms of the ceasefire deal, even though Israel has not yet withdrawn. Zeina Khodr joins us now from Borj al Mlouk. That's a village in southern Lebanon. So we can see plenty of people there, Zeina, people perhaps who are trying to return, and how are the Israeli forces stopping them?
Well, yes, the people that you see behind me have been displaced from their homes for more than a year, and they want to go home. They believe that the Israeli military should have withdrawn in line with that ceasefire agreement. The 60-day deadline has now passed. A few hours ago, some of these people tried to advance towards their village of Kila. It's a mere roughly 1-2 kilometers from where we are standing, but Israeli troops are positioned just a few meters away, and they used live fire. At least 6 Lebanese civilians were injured. So there is a sense of defiance, if you like, among the people here, but the Israeli army as well is as confrontational. They've used live fire. People have been hurt. They have been shot as they try to make their way towards their village. The Lebanese army trying their best to prevent people from heading back. They did warn residents not to come to southern Lebanon. The Israeli army, too, made it very, very clear, warning the people that they will not stand idle and they will not allow people to return to their villages. The Israeli army claims that they need to stay longer in Lebanon because the Lebanese army is not doing its job. And its job is to ensure that Hezbollah is disarmed and its military infrastructure is dismantled in southern Lebanon. They're saying that there are not enough Lebanese army troops on the ground, and they allege that Hezbollah is still here. There's no independent confirmation, concerning those claims. Especially the U.S.-led monitoring committee that's monitoring the ceasefire has not justified, if you like, those claims. The Lebanese army argues that it is able to deploy in full force, but the very fact that Israeli troops remain in southern Lebanon means they cannot deploy across this whole area.
And Zeina, this is a huge challenge, isn't it, for the new president, also the army chief, Joseph Aoun. Are we hearing anything from him about these delays?
Well, he has not made any comments since Israel announced that it will be staying in South Lebanon, and that, it has pulled out from some villages in the western sector and the central sector, but they still very much control dozens of villages along the border. But a few days ago, he did say that, Israel needs to respect that agreement. He's spoken to the French president, one of the sponsors of that ceasefire accord. But the bottom line is this: the state is very weak. The Lebanese army is very weak to confront the Israeli army, and Hezbollah, in many ways, has been severely weakened by the recent war. You see the Hezbollah flags here. It's really a new form of protest. In many ways, the people, not the fighters anymore, because if Hezbollah does restart this war, it will trigger an Israeli response, and we could see a return of that, wide-scale bombing campaign that lasted for 2 months. So Lebanon really has little choice, and it needs to rely on international pressure. But the Israeli move is supported by the Trump administration, the White House saying that there is a need for this deadline to be extended, short and temporary extension, because according to the White House, Hezbollah still remains a threat.
OK, that's Zeina Khodr joining us there from southern Lebanon. Many thanks indeed, Zeina, for bringing us an idea of the scene there.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get latest news from Al Jazeera.